Okay guys, so probably by the time you've hit this video, you've already watched the 7 types of meditation video. As I mentioned in that video, it's not really exhaustive. It's just to give you a sense of the minute variety, right? The few varieties that are pretty distinct, and then within those varieties of meditation, the vast amount of different options within each one, and then all of the crossover. So taking, for example, um, oh boy, mantra meditation, which would be repeating a phrase over and over. That is also a type of sound healing. So you can actually do vocal toning your chakras, which is sound healing, and you can be doing a mantra or a syllable for each chakra, and now you're kind of combining those two, and it becomes its own thing, right? So I wanted you to get a sense of all of the different ways that you could be meditating and that you could be sharing with other people. Partly, importantly, so that you didn't feel like, well, I'm not doing the one that people usually share, right? This is the beauty of creation. You get to be your own creator of meditations. You get to do something that nobody else in the world can do because they're not you. So in this video, we're going to carry along with that into the genre of guided meditation, which I didn't even call one of the 7 because you could really guide people through any of those, right? But we're going to talk specifically about guided meditation, which is something you're going to be doing when you create your own. You're going to be guiding somebody else through the process. So what are some of the varieties within this realm that you could choose from? I want you, as you listen to these, to either think, oh, well, that's what I do already, or, oh, I've never tried leading that, but that sounds really interesting. And then along with this video, I'm also including a resource for you to go listen to some of my meditations that fit into these categories, and then some of my other favorites that I like to listen to that fit into these categories, so that you get an idea of what I'm talking about in experience when I say these genres, right? Okay, so let's dive in. Okay, so the first 2 that at least I thought of when I thought of guided meditation were the classic visualization, or what I would call experiential. So visualization would be close your eyes, imagine walking through a forest, you see the butterflies, you hear the birds, you come upon a rippling stream, and you're setting somebody into a space, right? You're visualizing. Okay, you are literally, your eyes are closed, but now you're seeing something that you're creating within your mind's eye. Okay, so that is a type of guided meditation I'm sure you've heard many times. There are, sometimes it will be guided meditation for sleep, but what it will be doing is imagining you in your bed next to a stream, right? So that's still a visualization, or swimming with dolphins, right? All of those things, you are imagining yourself somewhere else. Okay, so the other one that's really popular is the experiential meditation. That would be where you're still here in your body as you're meditating. You're not being asked to go somewhere else, to imagine you're somewhere else, but you're being asked to be within your body in a more vibrant, aware way than usual. And so it could be, as you breathe in, imagine expanding your lungs as far as they will go. Every single rib moving apart, making more space for clean air, holding that air in and breathing out. It could be imagining the white light coming down through your body, cleansing your energy. It could be imagining every single muscle in your body, and one at a time guiding you through relaxing those muscles, right? So you're experiencing yourself within your body through this meditation. Also things like feeling emotions. Where does this emotion lie? So it's experiential, which is another sense that we have that we don't often use. We don't often use our sense of feeling, right? In terms of sensation. So those 2 are really popular. Another thing that I very early came across and really, really love is guided self-healing. So if any of you guys have studied Reiki, this would be a form of self-healing and healing others, right? But when you're teaching Reiki to someone, you very often will teach them by going through a self-healing session. So you would literally be telling them, okay, now place your hands over your eyes, hands over your ears, and sending the Reiki there. You would maybe be showing them the Reiki symbols, how to hold their hand over their heart and send energy there, right? So you're guiding them through a Reiki process. Another one would be a chakra healing meditation. So this is something somebody could do on their own, this self-healing process, but maybe they've never done it before, or maybe they find it easier to concentrate if you're guiding them through it. So you would guide them through like my energy check meditation, going through each chakra. So sometimes that has some of the elements of the experiential or the visualization to it, but it's a practice that you're guiding them through, which they can then go do that same practice on their own, right? Another one that I love, love, love is vocal toning. And that's an example of one that I listen to over and over because it's helpful to hear the choir doing the different tones for the different chakras instead of just me singing on my own, right? Another one that I don't know how much this exists and how much I just made this up, but as somebody who is very definitely an educator, it's the viewpoint that I comment pretty much everything. I really incorporate into all of my meditations, or almost all of them, a how-to element, an educational element to it. So where you would be explaining to them not just what they're experiencing, but maybe why they would be experiencing that. Explaining what each of the chakras represents, explaining what it means to have an open or a closed chakra. So you're educating them as you're talking to them. Some other good examples would be breath work. As you're explaining the breath work, you're explaining the why behind it. You're explaining how this is going to help them. You're giving them more information as you go along. Another one would be like my crystal meditation that I mentioned before, the one where I teach you how to get to know your crystal, that amethyst meditation. So I'm literally teaching you how to meditate with crystals as I'm guiding you through a meditation. Teaching you how to use essential oils, telling you which essential oils might be good as I'm guiding you through a meditation. So the other ones that I would think, like my gratitude meditation, my abundance meditation, I'm actually telling you the 3 forms of gratitude. I'm educating you as I'm guiding you through that meditation. And I just find that myself really beneficial because I love to learn and I love to teach, and I want someone to take something with them at the end of that meditation. And because they were in a calm state, they have been able to receive that on a deep level. Another form of meditation that you for sure have run across and may love or may not be interested in is the spiritual connection meditation. Meditations where you would connect to the universe or your highest self or your spirit guides or God, right? Where you're going to meet another entity and connect with that entity for transformation work, for clarity, for guidance. That's a form of meditation that some people do almost exclusively. That's the one they're interested in. And that's a form of meditation that other people have no interest in. They are wanting to meditate for stress relief, for changing their brain waves, for being able to adapt to life better, being cognitive function, right? All of that more just standard biology-based meditation practices. So as you're creating your meditations, understand that whether or not you're adding those spiritual elements is going to affect which audience you have. And so it may be important to your audience to have that or not to have that. And it's actually a question on Insight Timer. When you go to fill out all of the information about your meditation, it will ask you if there are spiritual elements because they want to be able to tell the audience that before they engage with a meditation. Another fun one that you don't see that often but can be really, really effective is affirmations. And so I have my morning affirmations one where it's literally just me recording affirmations and then leaving space for you to repeat after me so that you are giving them the chance to speak that power over themselves, right? So this doesn't have a ton of structure to it, which makes it a very easy one if you're just getting started recording meditations. Your favorite affirmations for stress, your favorite affirmations for creativity, your favorite affirmations for focus, and you can just repeat those, record them, put music underneath them, and people can enjoy listening to it. But it's very, very simple to create and very, very simple to enjoy. If you wanted to teach your audience how to do something, how to use their own voice, that would be a good one to teach them how to record affirmations. Okay, and then we have another one of my favorites, which is ceremonies. So picking a particular topic and creating an entire ceremony around that. I don't know that you will as often record that whole thing and put it on the internet for Insight Timer. I have done that for YouTube, but mostly I'm talking about something I would create as a workshop or a course. But a large part of it is the meditation, but then I also explain the tools that you'll need. I also will guide you through certain exercises. I will tell you what crystals or what oils to use. And so then that's something that the person can purchase or you can gift or however you want to do that. And then they could go do that ceremony over and over, releasing, intention setting, different chakra healing things would be great for ceremonies. So my energy check meditation is probably the closest to that because it's a pretty long one. It might even be over 20 minutes. But a lot of my ceremonies are up to an hour. But that is a type of guided meditation, and it's very particular to what your goal is for that ceremony, right? And then finally would be sound healing. So this is where, as opposed to you asking for interaction from your meditators, so feel this, do this, imagine this, say this, repeat this, you are just putting your voice out there, and then they are receiving the benefit just by listening, just by being in that space. So the most obvious form of that would be just calming music, listening to calming music to meditate. And then nothing else is asked of you except just to enjoy listening to it. Adding binaural beats is a very popular one. So then you're getting the vibration as well as just the music. And then and something like hypnotherapy, where someone is helping you to get into a very, very relaxed state and allowing your subconscious to interact so that then they are helping to heal your subconscious, speak directly to it. So that would be another thing. You don't need to do anything except just lay there. And then just soothing voice. So there are a lot of, let's take Deepak Chopra for an example. He will have, or even Abraham Hicks, they have these recordings. It's literally just them inspiring or comforting or teaching you. And it's just all of this positive energy from their voice. And all that you do is just lay there and listen to it. And they'll even say in these recordings, you can fall asleep. Your subconscious is still hearing it. So the speaker, right, or the musician is the healer there, and then the receiver isn't really doing anything except just receiving. So you could also include types of guided meditation, and I say this just because they also have this on Insight Timer podcast. So if you have inspirational messages that you leave for people, they're not going to be doing a guided meditation for that, but it fits into what we're doing in this course, which is teaching you how to heal through sound, record it, and share it with the world, right? So types of guided meditation: visualization, experiential, guided self-healing, educational or how-to, spiritual connection, affirmations, ceremonies, sound healing, and even just encouraging messages or wellness podcasts. So what of those is speaking to you most that you would love to try or that you are already doing and that's what you're wanting to polish throughout this course? Leave a message for me in the comments. I would love to know what everyone is loving and most attracted to from this list. All right, guys, see you soon in the next video.